How are we all? How's it going? Give the sound a bit of a whack there. How are you all? How are you all, my beautiful people? So many people on the verge of lockdown across Europe. You know, we have to stay positive. We have to do the best we can. You're going to go through it over the next few days, but we'll be here to help you. Lighten you up to tell me you can hear me. Bonjour, Elizabeth. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur. How are you? Michelle, my belle. Michelle, my belle. How are we all? How's it going? Numbers are popping up there already. Mr. Nicholas Kahn in the gown. How are you, Nicky? Having a cup of tea? Early where you are, is it? Early where you are. How you doing, Chantel, Charlie? How are you all coming on? How are you all? You're an emotional wreck, Sandy. I'll get you through it, okay? Because you can go through the emotions without losing yourself. Okay, roast pork and applesauce. Oh, behave yourself. Absolutely behave. Hiya, Lucy. Hiya, Heather. How are you all? How's it going? How is it going? Nick, how's it going? Yes, we're all feeling it for England right now. I know I went through it 2 weeks ago and had a few days. And I'll give you how I got through it and came out the other side. Maybe that will actually help. And how am I? I'm telling you, it's been a mad week. It's been a mad week. Yeah, how's she cutting? There she is, Karen Long from Cork. What about you, Car? What about you? Hope you're well. I thought your outfits were fantastic in Halloween last night. I had a banging migraine yesterday, but I'll tell you what, last night I had to take to the bed. As Susan said, it was man flu. You know, man flu is a real thing. You know what I mean? Hiya, Terry. How are you? How's it going? Great to see you on, Terry. You're fab, all the support. Great to see you all on. How are we all doing? Will we start with a song? Will we? Will we start with something? Will we? Yeah, will we? Because we haven't played a song for a few weeks because we had like lots of newbies on because we were doing all the hair stuff and we were being all professional and all that and and stuff. Blue moon headache. Oh, you have a blue moon headache? Yeah, I had a terrible headache. Do you know what I mean? I had a terrible headache, but I'll tell you why. You know what I mean? We'll start off with, how are we all doing today? You don't know how to feel, don't you? Particularly for the UK, my heart goes out to you. France, Belgium, Spain, Italy, Ireland's been here for 2 weeks. I know how difficult it is. I really do. I know how difficult it is to bridge that gap. But as I say, you can feel things without losing yourself, in the middle of the emotion of it all, because you don't really know how to feel, Did you like that? Will we play some more? Will we play some more, will we? Yeah, we will. We'll play some more through it now today, because we need cheering up, don't we? We really do need a bit of cheering up, but we will get through it. We will get through it, and we will come out the other side of it. And remember that, to try not to lose yourself. Hiya, Donna, how are you? How's it going? It is so difficult, Sue. It is so difficult. But breathe and you will get through it. In the style of a club singer. Oh, I remember the Tinder Sticks. The Tinder Sticks were brilliant in club singer song. How are you, Charlie? How's that parrot of yours? Happy birthday to Charlie Phillips. Happy birthday today. And all you guys who sent in your picture to Susan. And she made up that beautiful collage of the Wella family. Isn't it gorgeous? Aren't you glad you sent your picture into Susan now? You're all up on the cover. Isn't it just a gorgeous thing to see? Isn't it beautiful? And that just kind of lifted us up. We're going to have a mad couple of days. You are going to... Highest Heather, how are you? You are going to have a mad couple of days. Make sure you have your retail in, because your clients will want to buy some retail. They will want to help you out, the clients to come in over the next few days. Only do as much as you possibly can between now and Wednesday. This is me talking to the UK crew. Only do as much as you can. Think about your own self-care. It's a lovely banner, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous. Hiya, Sue. Aren't you glad you sent your picture into Sue? A few people didn't send a picture. Where is Gar? I have it here, but I don't know the words to it, so I might just play Mr. Brightside for you, just to get you going. But I don't know the words to it, because I wouldn't be a huge Killers fan, so I had to drop Neil Diamond, because it was in my heart, and I felt like I said, it's a little bit... it's just a little bit, it's just a little bit, what's going on right now, that we can get through it. I'm staying positive. Yes, it's okay to feel down and to feel and to feel, it's okay to feel all those feelings. just not to get lost in them, you know what I mean? That you're able to feel them and sort of take a step back and say, right, I'm obviously worried a little bit about my career, my job and my business, or how I'm going to pay the rent or the staff or the wages, that you can take a step back from it, you know what I mean, a little bit. And then it's sort of like going over the waves, you know, when you're in the ocean and you sort of jump up over the waves, you know what I mean? And you just jump up over the waves. And then after a while, the waves will come down and you'll still be there and you won't have drowned. Do you know what I'm saying? Where if you let the waves hit you, next thing you know, you can be under the water and it's very hard to get yourself back up. So the thing is to just jump with the waves. As you get a wave of anxiety, just sort of jump and just go, okay, this is just a wave. Hiya, Christina, this is just a wave of anxiety. And it will pass. And it does pass. And then just, there's another wave. Oh, there's a wave of panic. Oh, there's a wave of panic, there's a wave, and just keep jumping. And then after a while, the waves will calm down, and you'll go, this water's okay. I can handle this. And then you'll go, there's the sun, there's the sky, there's the kids. Everybody's still alive. Everybody's okay. Nobody died. You know, we did need a bigger boat. Do you know what I mean? You know, that you just try not to lose yourself in it. Try not to. You're going to get a speedboat, you know what I mean? Shirley Bassey sang that song. Did she? I love Shirley Bassey. I'm a huge fan. Marta will give you a Shirley Bassey there. She's one of the best. That, you know what? Just the best thing to do about that, Terry, is just to actually go in and actually feel that anxiety. Do you know what I mean? In your stomach, but just let it, because you're pushing it down and you're trying to avoid it. That if you just sort of let it out. And just let it like a wave, it'll go through you and come out the other side and you'll be okay. It could take a day for that anxiety to pass, but keep it in your stomach keeps it there forever. So that's really not what you want, isn't it? You know, I'm a terror for carrying emotion inside my body and stuff like that. So this is take it from me. This actually works. So just to sort of, you know, don't be afraid to recognize it, accept it. Let that wave come through you, and it'll go out the other side. You know what I mean? It'll go out the other side. It's pushing it down or avoiding it that is the problem. Do you know what I mean? It's like avoiding cleaning the kitchen. You know, when you're sitting, I don't know, I'm a man, so we avoid cleaning kitchens all the time. So you sort of get up and you get something in the kitchen and and after a while you try to avoid the kitchen, you know, but you still want to eat all the snacks in the kitchen. You want to eat all the food and you want to get your beers out of the fridge, but you're sort of avoiding the kitchen. And then you're like, you'll switch off the light in the kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Am I a ray of sunlight? We got this, guys. Don't be afraid to feel the fear and do it anyway, as Miss Susan Jeffers said. You know, just don't be afraid, Terry, to just let it up and let it out. It'll be gone in no time. You know, the more you push it down and the more you avoid it, that it'll just be sitting there waiting for you. You know, it's like that room you hide the stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, that room. It's like my bedroom. You know what I mean? It's like banana stuff. But you know, avoidance just doesn't work. Trust me, I did it for years. I went from country and country. I travelled I did everything to avoid myself. But you know what? Everywhere I went, I was there, and it was a real problem. You know what I mean? So trust me, it doesn't really work in the long term. So if you can just sort of, don't be afraid to feel the panic and the fear and all that, you know, but just don't get locked into the news. Don't get locked into any of that stuff that's going on the TV. Remember, they're just trying to wake up your threat system, because if they can make you afraid, then you're going to keep watching. And if you keep watching, you're going to watch the ads. And if you watch the ads, you're going to buy stuff. And if you buy stuff, they're going to make some money. Okay, so it is a business. Do you know what I mean? That's me at the moment. Shoulders coming around my head. So to not... You know, to not let it get on top of you. You're going to go through days where you have those days. I had it on Friday. My little one had one of the kids in our class developed COVID off his mum. Okay, so she sits on the separate table from him. So obviously she was a close contact. I was contacted and I had to bring her for a test on Friday. So I had to bring her to this area for a test. It was huge. You want to see, it was the size of a stadium. And it was freezing cold and it was lashing rain. I meditate every day. I meditated today for an hour and a half, Valerie. Meditation really helps you separate you from your emotions a little bit. In a nice way, just separates you enough to be able to go, okay, so that's me feeling panic, but it's not actually me. Do you understand what I mean? That's me feeling panic, but it's not actually me. Hiya, Lee, how are you? You know, Yeah, great Thai massage is the best, but I'm afraid close contact, I think they're closed. You know what I mean? I think they are closed. So we had to go, and then when we arrived, we brought all our stuff with us, and we had all our fresh masks, and then they made us put on their masks, and then we had the queue going in, and I thought, oh my God, if I'm ever going to get COVID, I'm going to get it in this queue. So we queued, and we waited. It's quite okay, Lee. That's quite okay. Hiya, Daniel. Good to see you. I think what time is it in your where you are? It's probably in the middle of the night, is it? Hiya, Salas. How are you, sir? You know, just be able to say that it's you feeling it, but it's not actually you. It's you here feeling it, but it's not actually you feeling. Do you know what I mean? So don't try not to be overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And that will it will pass. This too will pass. Ride those waves, and after a while, the waves will just calm down in a week or two's time, and you'll be like, okay, you know, we got this, and we'll adapt, and we adapted before, and we'll adapt again, and we'll open up again, and we'll be fine again, you know. So yes, no, we went for the test on the Friday. The biggest problem is we had to queue for about it. We had to go to somewhere reception, give in our stuff. We had to queue. I mean, she's only 11. She was quite chilled. And we both, like, I'm used to wearing a mask, so it doesn't really bother me. We queued and we left. And then as we left, we had to take off our masks that they gave us, and we put on our stuff. Hiya, Tracy, saying a prayer for your house for you in Tracy in the Canaries. Tracy's trying for a new house in the Canaries, and obviously there's no tourists there. Things are really difficult for her. So everybody send some love and good vibes towards our Tracy. She needs it at the moment. You know, gave us some support. You know, so that, you know, you will get there. You will get there. You look younger than the other weeks. What's the secret? Are you look younger? I maybe I don't know, Salas. I just don't know. Maybe the light is different today. I don't know. So, yes, I discovered from the last lockdown how adaptable I actually am, you know, how I adapted to working online and how I adapted to all this stuff. You know, it's really, you really do adapt. But we got the notification tonight back to say that Grey Goose, maybe it is. Thank you. We moved in Friday. Congratulations, Tracy. I'm over the moon for you. I'm delighted for you. Okay, but thank you. I'm a bit lost with this isolating client thing that I did yesterday. I mean, well, it's a difficult one. I'm not quite sure how close to contact. Anyway, Erin came back negative. She was clear. You know what I mean? But for me, it was the queue. It was standing physically in the queue for over an hour. I thought, well, hiya, Joy. I thought if I'm ever gonna get. I was there, I was panicking and stuff, and I just was able to sort of take a step back and say, so this is me panicking, but it's not actually me, you know, and this is me feeling nervous, but it's not actually me. It's just me feeling, and it's quite normal to feel that way. It's quite normal in a situation like that to feel nervous or to feel afraid, but if you try to avoid it, it only gets worse. Hiya, Terry. If you try to avoid it, if you try to push it down, you're better to just let it wash through you. And then it came out to the other side. And even me, I probably had a headache because of it last night. It probably was the sheer stress of worrying about Erin and what's going on, all that kind of stuff. And then it passed, and I'm okay today. And that's the way it is. But if you avoid it, it never goes away. It stays inside you until you actually recognise it and let it go. So just, hey, see you tomorrow. Yeah, me and Sarah are on at 9:30 in the morning on Hairdresser's Journal. Or 10 o'clock, I think we're on, talking about all things colour. So that'll be a great one, Sarah. I'll see you in the morning at 10 o'clock. I'll put up the ad for it after this. And we have Heather. Heather is back on tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow afternoon, our Heather. Everybody loves Heather. So yeah, there's going to be some lots of stuff coming through for everybody in lockdown. We're going to try and get as much things as we possibly can together over the next couple of days to help you all through it. But we're all here. To help each other through it. And again, massive congratulations on everyone who put their picture in, and well done to Susan and all the team in Geneva for putting together that lovely banner. I have to say, it was absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so today I just put up, today I just put up I put up a little poll and asked you about what did you want me to go over, because the last 2 weeks we dealt with sectioning and we dealt with different highlighting techniques. Hi Samaze, how are you? We dealt with highlighting and different highlighting techniques. And I just threw in Platinum Card because it wasn't something that we dealt with before, but it comes up quite a lot on the page. And loads of people asked about Platinum Cards. I think they just wanted to know the breakdown. So we'll give you a little bit of the breakdown of Platinum Cards. What a Platinum Card is, basically, is doing a full head bleach, but putting each section very, very finely sliced into a packet or into a foil, bit by bit, so that the hair will lift properly. The hair close to the scalp, you'll get out of my Wella, my Wella thing. The hair close to the scalp has heat, so all the hair here, the temperature at the scalp is really quite hot, and then from here out it's quite cold. So this area out here lifts obviously slower than the area further down. So the idea of a Platinum Card is really, really fine slices, and people who it's particularly popular for people who are doing like color corrections, like Jack, like the Incredible Jack, like people who do color corrections like that. So if they take the sections really, really super fine and then bleach them up and put them in a packet, the isolation in the packet and the heat will give you a cleaner lift, than just putting it on without the heat. How you doing, Tanya? How are you, babes? I hope you're well. Good to see you, sweetheart. Good to see you. So that's what a Platinum Card actually is. And it's like, when you think of it like a deck of cards. So it's like, that's where it came from. It's like, it looks like a deck of cards all the way across the head. And the idea is to get a platinum. The idea is to get a platinum. So great thing about Platinum Cards is that you can go back over the sections and reapply. And this is why Platinum Cards are so popular, because anybody who's used to doing bleach ups understands that hair does not lift evenly. Hair does not lift evenly at all. And you'll always have sections that are a little bit yellower or a little bit warmer or still a little bit browner. So by going through each section, so if you were to take a Platinum Card here, you would take it as a straight slice and really, really fine, really, really fine. So it would be tiny section. And you would keep it from about this far away from the root, okay? And then all the way down. And then the next section throughout the whole head. So it's very, very, very labor. It's very labor intensive. Platinum Cards are very labor intensive, and you really have to charge for them. And they're also done for first time bleaches, for first time virgin head bleach ups, so that you'll get the lift. So usually people will spend the whole time and go through and do the whole Platinum Card, and then if it's doing a full head bleach, once it's lifted to a level 9, once it's got to like just on the outside of a banana, a level 9 or a level 8 or level 9, they will then paint onto the root. I usually take the packets out. Do you think she needs to get her ears pierced? Don't. She had a tough night last night with the kids on Halloween. I won't lie to you. She was down the stairs. She was, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm done. So ram to the rafters of the next 3 days. Yes, just do as much as you can, but don't kill yourself, because you could find yourself taking something on over the next few days, and it could end up being a redo or something. You could end up having a problem. You know what I mean? You could find that. I'll close this. You could, so don't take on. I would say over the next couple of days. Do they have Platinum Cards? Yes, I do Platinum Cards in Europe. No, it's just, Platinum Cards is just a technique, Solace. It's not a product, it's just a technique. So it's done packet by packet by packet by packet by packet. I can see it in her face. Yeah, she had a tough night last night. She was down the stairs. She was out in the hall. She was beside 2 pumpkins. I mean, you had a tough time, doll, didn't you? I'm sorry about that. But once the kids kidnap her, there's not a lot I can do with it. So that's what that's the problem. We take on too much. Hiya, Claire. Great to see you, babes. How are you? All my love to you, Claire. Great to see you. But this is the thing with these type of the next 3 days or 4 days. Do not take on something that is a huge, you know, a huge job, or to not take on something that's probably a new client. You know what I mean? 5 minutes without actually skipping about. Yeah, my superpower is I am able to follow the screen and reach the pop. And this is why I sometimes don't want different videos and stuff. This is why I like to use my phone, Karen, because I'm able to do all that. And when you have the stuff over here in the white screen, you're clicking on that, you don't see everything. Where here, it's like the stock market. I'm able to see everything coming up, and I'm able to see Nicole, and I'm able to see myself, and I'm able to see all the buttons down there. So it's like it is. I've mastered it, Karen. I've kind of mastered it, just about. So great to see you, and you, Claire. Big hugs to you. Myself and Claire. We used to work in a thing called the Wella Colour Club, and we used to do photo shoots for UK and Ireland and Europe, and we used to do them on a Sunday, you know. So I used to have to fly in on a Sunday morning or a Saturday night, and we'd turn up on a Sunday morning, and we'd be wrecked, and everyone would be walking down to the photo studio or wherever we were working doing models, that morning, and myself and Claire would always be at the back and sneaking off and getting a coffee, and we'd be always a bit late. And we were always the two kids at the back of the queue having a bit of a giggle. You know what I mean? Having a bit of a giggle, have a bit of a laugh. And then when the dearly departed Sean from Hob arrived, then Sean took my place at the back of the queue with Claire, and then I moved up one. Those two then were always at the back of the queue having the laughs. God bless you, Sean. We miss you and we love you, sir. And Claire's great for the crack. She's great for the laugh. And we used to, Sunday mornings, Claire, you and me, 15 coffees, you know what I mean? Oh, unbelievable. So that's what a platinum card actually is. We always had such a laugh, you and me, Claire, down the back of the class, always down the back of the class, always having a laugh, you know, you, me and Robert and Jason and Stuart. Oh, such fun. And we knocked out a few great pictures, didn't we? A few pictures went global. We knocked out a few crackers, particularly for the Illumina. But anyway, that's what a platinum card is. So a platinum card is like a full head, but you're looking a bit pale. Am I looking a bit pale? It's because the sun's gone, Lee. I loved the picture of you, Lee, yesterday. The Addams family. It was absolutely mint. I thought it was brilliant. And I loved it, particularly your wife's hands. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Hats off to Mr. Lee Sweeney, the Addams family yesterday in the Hair Revolution in Barnsley. Absolutely brilliant. Loved your outfit, loved the moustache, loved everything about it. I actually wished I was there. It was just absolutely terrific. Well done, Lee. So much fun. Absolutely brilliant. And best of luck over the next few days. My end result. So the great thing about Platinum Card is the fact that it'll guarantee you the certain amount of lift. You know, it'll because it's in packets. The downside is that it takes so long. You really have to charge quite a lot of money. You would charge more than you would charge for a full head of highlights, you know, I would say. You know, that they do take an awful long time. And then 15 coffees, no wonder you went great, do you? 15, 20, like, because you'd be working on a Saturday. You'd finish on a Saturday at 5 o'clock, and then you'd get home. You'd have to pack a bag. And you have to pack a bag and have to go to the airport either like 5:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, or you'd have to go the next day. It was now, you know, if you wanted it was very successful. They were tough gigs, but you know, there's a difference. But that's the difference between wanting and needing. You know, if you want to be successful, you will get up and do it. You know what I mean? If you want to be successful, you will be at the airport. If you want to succeed, you will be at that. If you need to succeed, you won't, because you're looking for somebody else to do it for you. So if you want, the service is the closest I ever get. You know, you can't beat a Costa in the UK. Yeah, the Costas are good in the UK, actually. Yeah, they are. Costas are nice. We'd stop at anywhere. We'd just stop at any coffee shop along the way, you know, along the way. So that's the great thing about Platinum cards, is that they guarantee the lift. And the other great thing, hiya Heather, how are you? Heather tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That's the other great thing about them, is being able to open up the packets and check areas that haven't. So if you've done them all, you can sort of lift up your packet and you can go here and you can go, and then you can go, oh, this bit down here is still a bit yellow. And then you can go off and get your Blonde Plex or whatever you're using, and you can paint a little bit more bleach on that section there, and then you can take down the other packet here, and you can go through it and you can find. So you're constantly on a sort of search and destroy mission. You know, you're constantly checking and rechecking and checking and rechecking, and they're a great way of working with colour correction. They're brilliant at guaranteeing you lift, you know, and they're really, really brilliant. What I like to do, my favourite thing to do, is I like to leave the root out of a platinum card. So I like to feather them. I like to feather them so they're not too close to the root. So I will do a platinum card as I use it as a fashion sort of technique. And I will just feather it on here. I won't paint it like perfectly even. I'll just feather it on here. And then when I take it out, then I have all the heads done in a nice bleach. So you'll see a lot of pictures where people have basically a full head bleach done, and people are saying it looks like it's highlights, and it's usually a platinum card. And then you have that little bit of a root to work with, and then I will do a melt. So say I'll do a melt of a 7 into sort of an 8 into a 10. You know, so you will get, because you've got all that blonde, you will by creating a transition of 7 to 8 to 9 to 10, or sort of 8 to 9 to 10, it will look like it's highlighted, really heavily highlighted. You know, when you used to have those clients, and they used to, you know, when clients come in, you've been doing them for years, and their highlights have built up on their hair, and there's loads of highlights to work with. And then you're blow drying, and it looks like all the ends are balayage, and it looks like you have all the new highlights and you have all the old highlights, and you're looking at it and you're going, that is just so beautiful, because it's built up, you know. Or, you know, when you're doing somebody for the first time, you say, it'll take a while for us to build up to the amount of colour that you're looking for. Yeah? Well, a platinum card sort of bypasses all that. You know what I mean? Now, you do have to charge for it, but a platinum card bypasses all that. So you can do a full platinum card feathered out, and then do a melt from like a 7 to 8 to 9, or 8 to 9 to 10, and it'll look like they've been getting highlights done for years, and it'll blend perfectly. So that's another tip for a platinum card. I don't know if that'll definitely help somebody out there, that if you are looking to, particularly I used to use them a lot in photo shoots and stuff like that, because, you know, sometimes you just had to have lots of blonde. You just had to have, you know, and some people, you know, that grown out blonde. We used to call it a grown out blonde before it became like a shadow root, or a root shadow, or a balayage, or whatever his name about it. We used to just call it a grown out blonde. And if you wanted to create a grown out blonde, the best way of doing it was a platinum card. Okay, you don't have to do the root. A lot of the time, if you keep the root quite small, it'll blend in perfectly anyway, particularly if you're working from a 7 to an 8 to a 9. You know what I mean? It works really, really well, and you can get that full head of highlights really quite, you know, really quickly, particularly for a shoot, you know, where you don't want to see any brown here. You just want to see a blend, but you can get the blend from your toner. You know what I mean? You can get the blend from your toner. So that's a really great, that's my favorite way to approach a platinum card. I'm trying to think of clients. I do another lady, Helen, who I do a platinum card on, and I just feather it, and I lift up the roots, and I get a really clean lift. I use Bondor Pex and 6%, and I get a really, really I didn't know it was a technique. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I saw this. It's one of those things that people don't, you know, people ask about, and that's where the name platinum card came from. It's like a deck of cards that you want the hair to be platinum. So that's really what the name is, and that's what it is. And you will see people on the page talking about a platinum card technique, and that's what it is. But again, this is you guarantee yourself lift because it's in the packet, and for a lot of colour corrections, particularly with Jack and people like that, they wouldn't be able to do what they do if they weren't doing like a platinum card and really, really super fine platinum card, so they can reapply and get the lift, and reapply and get the lift. But again, that is for people who are really hugely experienced, because if you're pushing hair like that, you've really got to know what you're doing, and it's not something I would recommend for people unless they're really, really, really doing colour quite a long time. You know, it's not something that's not something, hiya Marta, how are you? It's not something to just take on all of that. But I would recommend, if you're looking for like a full-on blonde, like transformation in one section, hi Alexa, in one section, in one go, a platinum card will give you that, and then your melt will give you your blend and transition. My favourite melts on a platinum card, I probably love 797 into 881 into 916, or like 881 into just lovely. I went there a little bit. So 881 into 1081, that's lovely. 789 into 881 into 916. And then sometimes you can just, if you want a really clean toner, like you can just do, if you feather it really well, which I do on Helen's hair, you just feather it really well, get yourself a nice clean lift, and then I just do, hi Alex, I just do relights then after it, like, stroke 1-8 relights, just 5-10 minutes, and put it on all over, and the relights will then sort of smoke out her root a little bit, because it won't affect the natural colour, so it'll actually just give it a slightly deep, if it's not too dark, a slightly grey look, and then just that'll clean out the blonde, and you just get that sort of grown out bleach up. And you know the way people love bleach ups 2 or 3 weeks after they're done, you know, once the root has grown a little bit and it doesn't look so like it fresh. A platinum card will give you that look. I always know. I'm very technical, very detailed how I work. I always know. Yeah, so hands up to everybody. Have I explained that well? Is there any questions to do with platinum card? Any other questions to do with platinum card? We have to start platinum card. So how do you start with platinum card technique? I like to start with like pastel and work my way up to 4 and then into 6. You know what I mean? That's how I like to start. It depends on what you're dealing with. Hiya, Joe. How are you? Great to see you on, Joe. I hope you're keeping well. How are you? Joe, I did a bite size the other day on the page. It's in announcements, and it's about how you make a basic hair colour, because I know you were asking me the other day. I know you're a master stylist. Joe's one of the best hairstylists in Ireland, but he's very interested in colour. So it's in the announcements area, and it's an interesting way to start, and I'm going to do another one next week. So that will give you a little bit of a... Is there a hair type you wouldn't do it on? Well, if the hair's very fine, you have to be very careful, because there is a lot of heat involved. And if you have to leave it, you want to be able to check it. I probably wouldn't do it on curly hair really that much, Charlie. I don't really like bleach and curly hair a lot of the time. I think it can overly swell sometimes. On curly hair, I prefer it sort of balayage and let it build up. How do you do the next colour after platinum card? Again, once it's done, Claire, so it lasts for absolutely months, and my platinum cards only come in every 2 to 3 months, and then they get sort of the same thing done again, and it's feathered out, and you're working really from here to here. But a really well done platinum card will last just like a head of highlights. It'll last really, really well. Once you feather it, I always do it in 4 quadrants as well. Once you feather it well at the root, it'll grow out perfectly. People have this fear that it'll look like a grown out tint, but that's where your melt comes into play. That's where it's a bit like really heavy balayage. You see some of the really scary paints that Jane Wallace used to do, or Jonathan does at times, and you'll see that the melt brings it all together. But it's the same with a platinum card. It's the melt will create the shadow of the 7 to the 8 to the 9, or the 8 to the 9 to the 10. God, you guys have me talking tonight. You need more texture on curly hair. I think so. What's in it tonight, guys? What's in it tonight? Okay, what's in it tonight? So yeah, I don't particularly like it on curly hair, but I've seen it done really well on curly hair. That's just a particular thing of mine. But the key is the melt. The key is the melt. Okay. Do they book back in for a remelt? Susie, mine don't. But I'm sure if they wanted to, they do. Mine just tend to come in, and then I don't see them they're just like a head of highlights. They come in. How's that water? Donna's having a good guess there, Donna's having a good guess. Donna, you could be right, you could be wrong, you could be right, you could be wrong. I do love Grey Goose. If anyone's wondering what to get me for Christmas, you worry no more. Ribena, good guess, Nicola, but the Ribena was gone, would you believe? The kids had drank it, you know what I mean? So the Ribena was gone. That it's really the melts that will, I always suggest it, some don't. Gin and tonic, I like it. Vodka and cranberry. Vodka and cranberry is my favourite drink, Susie. You know that. Vodka and cranberry gets me giddy. Nothing gets me giddy like a vodka and cranberry. And I like it in big glasses. You know, big glasses. You've got a special bottle. Yes, they sent me a bottle. They sent me a bottle, and we're going to get bottles like this for you guys, you know, that you can win for competitions. Your daughter loves my voice, does she? Yeah. She's just standing on the screen when you're on. Okay, that's great. Hi, Alexa's daughter. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're being good for Mammy. Hope you're being good for Mammy. So, anything else? The key to it is the melt. Mine don't come back. Mine just come back in. Like Helen comes in 3 months, 10 weeks, 3 months, and you know that's you know, and it's really not that hard to do. You know what I mean? Oh, a special bottle of Grey Goose. Elizabeth Kempson sent me a special bottle of Grey Goose, which has written on it, Andrew Dunn, King of the Lives, which I still keep close to my heart, Elizabeth. But so the thing is to remember with a platinum card is that if they come back in, it's actually kind of easier to do, because you just have to lift it up, and there's the dark and there's the blonde. You just paint it on there, you know, and you just blend it in. Next section. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And the same thing here, you just just paint it on and then feather it here. Yeah? Paint it on, feather it. Do you like that? Easy to do, okay? Easy to do. I'd say it's harder to blend in a head of weaved highlights. Do you know what I mean? It's really hard to blend in a head of weaved highlights, isn't it? Because you've got to try and find... There was a really famous lady who used to work for Sassoons, and her name was Annie. And they said Annie could reweave the same highlight every time they came in. That she was able to see them and reweave them. Imagine having eyes like that, you know? So this is what you do. You lift it back up. It's like a pure slice. So there's your blonde from the last time. Paint it all on here. And then feather it through here. Okay, next one. Straight down into your next one. Boom. Straight down into your next one. Paint it all on here. Little bit of a feather there. Do we get that? Yeah, do we get that? Annie Humphreys, Auntie Humphreys. I actually got an award from the Irish Hairdressing. I got put into the Hall of Leaders, or the Hall of Psychiatric Ward, more like it. But they got Annie over to give me the award, and we spent the night together. And she said to me, Andrew, you know, we used to keep all our formulations in the bank. We used to put the formulations for the colour in the bank on a Friday. And this was before I worked online and before I had the internet and stuff like that. And do you prefer a melt after bleaching versus an all-over toner? That's a great question. That's a great question. Which do I prefer? Do I prefer the all-over toner, or do I prefer the melt? It's a really, really, really good question, Michelle. You know what? In a way, I love the toner, Michelle, because you know why? If I didn't feather it properly, there's nowhere to hide with the toner. Because, you know, if you do a melt and the root's that little bit darker, if you didn't feather properly and there's some lines in it, the melt will cover it up. It's just like if you didn't do your balayage properly, or if you didn't do your blend with your highlights properly, the melt will cover it up. You know what I mean? I'll melt your heart, Charlie. I'll melt your heart. Sometimes I think you are me heart. That's from a film, I don't know, Christy Brown. Do any of you ever seen that film? Charlie, Christy, you break me heart. Sometimes I think you are me heart. Okay, not everyone will know who that was, but a few people will know who that was. Christy. Daniel Day-Lewis won an Oscar for it. It was made his career. Anyway, we're off on tangents again. Probably I love a toner, you know, Michelle, because it's a bit like when I do a really, really beautiful back home weave or a back home balayage, and I just hardly need to tone it because I've blended it so perfectly. I don't need to cover it up. it's like as if you cook the meat perfectly. You don't need any gravy. You know, you just let it flow. And I do love on Helen's, but I am really aware when I'm doing, it's called my left foot, Charlie. It's called my left foot. I do love. I am aware when I'm doing that type of platinum card that if I'm just toning it like I am with Helen's and I just do a relights, there's going to be nowhere to hide if my colour isn't there. Yous are all getting my left foot. Let Christy take the penalty. Remember it, guys. Yeah, depending on how melting, you know. So like it's a really good question, but I probably prefer the toner because there's nothing that keeps you really strong in your job than really strong technique like that, because it makes you really good at your job. It's like being really match fit. You know, you know, when you're working behind the chair, this is why experience will beat knowledge every single time. Because if you're behind the chair every day doing your work and your technique is that strong, you've got that level of experience behind the chair that's just impossible for people to beat. You know, it's just impossible for people to beat. You do a segment on dark hair colouring. Of course I will. I'm gonna do a couple of bite sizes on dark hair colouring and on red hair colouring and on a few different things like that. Yeah, you know, so yeah, but definitely on dark hair colouring. But yes, I 100% I will. My first part I took a look at the farmers. One thing was so yes, that's probably what I really like to do is it's all about technique. You know, for me, it's all about technique. And the better you are at your technique, the less you need to do certain things to cover up. You know what I mean? To cover up Anton. You know, that if your technique is perfect. And if your technique is perfect, if you start off slow, like we explained last week and the week before, if you start off with backhand weaves and then move into balayage and then move into paint, then move really slowly and master every step along the way and take your time. Like you'll see great painters and they sometimes paint like landscapes for their whole life. They will work on one subject and they will not leave it till they master it. So make sure that you master a technique 3,000 times before you move on to the next technique. Everybody's looking for the what's next. But it being really good at what you do isn't about what's next. It's about practicing and nailing what you do and then moving on to the next thing and then moving on to the next thing. You know, and then moving on to the next thing and moving on to the next thing and moving on to the next thing. So that really helps. The second thing you were asking for this evening, you might have it by the time you cook, but what's the hurry, Martha? It's all about the journey. You know that famous story, Martha, you know, where you go looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and all along the way, you have to fight these creatures and you have to protect yourself from the rain and you have to learn how to mind yourself. And when you finally get there, you discover that the pot of gold is empty and you're richer for the journey. And the journey is what gives you the rainbow. It's that journey of being able to go through and create resilience and become really better at what you do. Most things are the journey. And isn't it brilliant that we can just enjoy the journey? And you know, you should your goals should always be, you know, beyond anything you can believe, because you know, even if you have a goal, when you get there, by the time you get there, you've changed so much as a person that it isn't no longer your goal. I was talking to the amazing James Masters about this week. He got 100,000 on Instagram. He's a fantastic young colourist, and he's like, what do I do now? You know, and I was to make sure that your goals are ones that really you constantly change and that you can't fulfill, because they, you know, it's the journey towards them that makes you fulfilling. It's the journey that makes it so enjoyable. It's the journey, you know, and when you get there, sometimes they're not, you know, that's what so many people, if I had this, I'd feel that way. And it's not actually true. It's usually the journey that really enjoys. Sure, look at the amount of people you've made smile and made laugh on the page. Even me, Martha, I had a really low week and you sang a song for me. You know what I mean? And you're not croaking anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You know, that's another thing. You know, that's another thing that a friend said to me. You should always say to yourself that you're going to live till you're 150, because then your brain sort of goes, okay, if he wants to live that long, I'm going to try and make him. And then your brain will start telling you, well, you'll have to watch what you eat. You'll have to take care of your health. You'll have to. So if you want to, you know, so don't say you're going to die, not going to die till about 150, and your brain will find ways to try and make you get there. And if you don't get there, sure, you won't be around anyway, so it doesn't matter. So always make sure that you aim, Martha. Say that you're going to name an age today, Martha. I'm going to say, I think, Martha, 147 for me. So what about you, Martha? You name an age for me there today. I want it to be a large one. You know what I mean? And then your brain will start going, okay, but if she wants to live that long, we better start exercising. We better start watching we better start singing more. You know what I mean? We'll enjoy living forever, and you'll chill out with your goals as well, because people are always feeling they haven't got enough time. You know, they're always feeling like they haven't got enough time. Like, I'm 53 and think, oh, you're gonna retire. You know, it's just rubbish. You know what I mean? It's just rubbish. You could have so many years ahead, and there's so many things there's so many journeys to go on. You know, if I did that, we wouldn't be here tonight. We wouldn't be doing the Wella family stuff. We wouldn't be online. There's always new journeys and new things to learn and new roads to go on. And you want to watch your grandchildren go up. So give me an age, Martha. Give me an age. I'm going for 147. All right? I'm going for 147. And if I know, so I'm 53 now, so that gives me 90 something years. So I can chill out. I can learn platinum cards. I can learn balayage. I've got 90 years to go. 90 years left, okay? 90 years left, okay? So you're going to go for 100, Martha. Okay, but that's quite young, Martha. I would prefer it if you went for something a little bit further. You know what I mean? She just kissed me on the screen, did she? Kiss her back. What's her name? Kiss her back. So give us a decent age there, Martha, okay? 150, Sita, I like it. 150. You are 35, Salas. That's quite. Somebody said to me the other day, you know, you look like late 30s. Made me day. I want to live. Yeah, I want to live to see a better generation. Well, I'm already seeing a better generation, and then a better generation after that. And what I love is that all of you guys get an opportunity now on the internet, that it doesn't matter where you work, it doesn't matter how big your salon is, it doesn't matter how small your salon is, it doesn't matter if you work freelance, it doesn't matter if you work for a big company, it doesn't matter if you work in a small, you all get a chance to be successful, and you all get a chance to shine. And the only thing you need is the want, okay? The want inside you, you know, that want. You shouldn't need for other people to see you being successful. You shouldn't need for other people to acknowledge you. You shouldn't need for other people to give you justification, because your power is gone then. You're counting on them to make you successful. You're counting on them to make you famous. You're counting on them to make you feel a certain way. Where if you want it, if that desire is burning deep inside you, then you will create it, you know. You will create it. And then they will see that light shining, and they'll go, oh, look at the light shining off Hank there. Here, look at him knocking out his work. Isn't he great? That's the difference. You don't need somebody to tell you you're amazing. You don't need somebody to make you famous. You just have to want it yourself, okay? You have to really want it, okay? You have to really, really want it. And if you really want it, as Daniel just said there, you invest in yourself. You invest in your education. You invest in becoming the best person you can possibly be. And let that light burn from inside you, okay? Let that light. Use this lockdown time forever, whatever your wants are, whatever you want to be. I want to be this, I want to be, and your wants are your wants, you know. Nobody can tell you what you can or cannot want. If you want to be a multi-millionaire and have a swimming pool, that's fine. If you want to be, it doesn't matter, because you don't need somebody to give it to you. Okay, you're not looking for somebody outside you to give it to you, because it's not going to happen. You just want to be the best you can be. I'm the same, Angela. I just want to be the best I can be every day. And that want has to come from me and not a need. You know, if you need it, If you need somebody else to tell you you're amazing, you're in a dangerous place, because you're giving them the power over how you're going to feel, and that's not a good place to be. You're, oh, please tell me I'm amazing. Please tell me I'm brilliant. And even if they do, you know what? It won't work, because only you can give you what you need. Only you can give you what you need. Only you can give you what you need. Only you can make you proud of you. Only you can make you proud of you. So even if they tell you, oh, you're the best in the world, it won't last long. It won't last long. It'll last for a train ride home, and then they go, oh, something else will come into your brain. Do you know what I mean? Something else come into your brain, you know? So you've got to want it, and you've got to believe it, you know what I mean? I don't know how this one started today. This is what, you know, but here we are. Any tips on how to squeeze a month's worth of clients into it? You don't squeeze them in, but particularly if they're new, you know, if they're newbies. You know, you've got to think about your self-care, and you've got to do the best that you possibly can. I wouldn't, you know what, if they don't like their hair, they won't come back, okay? If they don't like their hair, they will not come back, Maria. If they don't like their hair, doesn't matter how long they're coming to you. If you fit them in for an hour and you don't do their hair to the level that they expect you to do it, they won't come back, okay? So fitting a load of people in, and then they go home and they go, oh, it's not the same as it was last time. She rushed through it. She got some assistant then to blow dry me off, and I paid the same money, you know. She'll try and find a new salon in the new year. You know what I mean? She'll try. So you won't win fitting them in. You just won't. So if you're going to be able to open later and spend the same length of time with each client, well then that's your choice. You know what I mean? I'm going to do a few Sundays, and I'm going to do a few Mondays, but I, like, you know, again, I will do my best. I will absolutely do my best, but I have to take care of myself, because guaranteed, if you fit them in and you don't do a good job, they're gone anyway, okay? They're gone anywhere. You know, so you've got to, if you try to fit it and you think that they'll thank you for it, they won't. It's about the service. It's like you going for, so I don't know if any of you know, you go for dinner at Christmas in a restaurant. You know, when you go for a staff party at Christmas at a restaurant, how many of you have said, I'll never go back to that restaurant again? How many of you sat there, you know, at a Christmas party, and there's like 32, and everyone's wearing funny hats, and everyone's half pissed and turning up and the whole lot. And how many Christmas party restaurants have you gone to that you've said to yourself, I'd go back to that now in January? Do you know what I mean? You know, there you go. Michelle's nailed it. It's about how you make them feel and how you look great. You should really be aware that how you feel when you're in that restaurant at Christmas. Doesn't matter if you're doing their hair 25 years. If you don't give them what they expect from you, they won't come back. Do you know what I mean? They won't come back. And they understand what's going on. They understand that you can't fit everybody in. They're going to chance their arm. You know, they're going to chance, but take care of your best clients. Don't take on crazy work. Try to keep it simple. Don't go changing people's hair in the middle of December if they're looking for something completely different. Change the tone. Change the toners, but don't change the technique. Don't start going in different directions. That's a tip of me. At Christmas, I like hair to be really clean and really blonde, usually because we're all wearing black, red lipstick. I think it looks amazing. I mean, that's just me. I like to be really blonde at Christmas. Think of like a Marks and Spencer's ad or something, you know, where it's really special and really blonde. I like to do a lot of my blondes really quite blonde at Christmas. You know what I mean? A lot of people go really blonde during the summer. I don't. I like the blondes to be softer and beigeier during the summer, because I think it's like sandals and it's much more of a chilled out environment, and it's much more hippy dippy. So in the summer I like to tone my blondes down, and in the winter I like to clean them up. I like to have them boom. I like to have them boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Boom in the room at Christmas. You know, so I will keep their technique the same, and I will just do their colour a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter, you know, and that can probably that might work for you. But don't, you know, they will not thank you for fitting them in and not doing their colour perfectly. You know what I mean? Unless you can do it absolutely perfectly. And for me, don't go changing to try to please me. I might do that at some stage, Daniel. You know, I feel like a few more songs of me there tonight, you know. Oh God, we've talked about so much everything there tonight, haven't we? You know, experience and the difference between experience and knowledge, and yeah, an awful lot of stuff came up there. Your best clean toner. Well, it's all about, you know, Donna, it's not about the toner, it's about the lift, okay? And people are always asking for toners on the page before they've lifted the hair. You can't pick a toner until you know the lift. You cannot, okay? You can't pick a toner until you know the lift. So if you get a yellow, it's not as clean a lift as you're hoping for, you know, just be grateful you have clients. So exactly. I'm the same with my Sun Emotion. Just 916 is probably universally one of the best. See, the cleanness comes from the blonde, Donna. It doesn't come from the toner. It doesn't come from the toner. The toner's there to either enhance or to neutralise. So depending on what you get, but my favourite toners, are probably 916, 881 and 1081, 106, all in stroke 18 in relights, stroke 86 in relights, 10-1 in alumina, 10-6-9 in alumina, but 100% it's about your lift. If it's about your lift, you can't push hair to be lighter than it actually is. And if you don't get it there, if it is a 916 is one of the best toners for beiging out. 960 is really scary, Heather. I love it, but it's really purple. It's really scary when it's on the hair. It gives me the I have to do the chicken dance behind the basins. It's so purple looking when it's on. I get the whole fear of God in me. But I get through it, but I get the whole fear of God. And I get the fear of God. I'm looking at it going, jeez, it's purple. But that's just, they're all my favourites, but it's all about the lift. It's all about the lift. I've never picked a toner without seeing the hair at the basins after it's rinsed. You know, I've never seen, because you just cannot tell. You can never see, I can never, the only one I don't use, 916 is a beaut. 916 and 10 will beige out a yellow for you, something beautifully, because the one is a cool neutral, you know, so that sort of has the universal cool colours in them. It's a little bit of one. Remember that ash is not a colour. Ash is a combination of cool colours together. So it's a combination of green, combination of blue, and a combination of violet. Okay, so using the one, you have the combination of green, blue, and violet, and then using the one with it, you got that extra bit of violet. So having that extra bit of violet means this violet will kill the yellow, and that you'll get a neutral result. So that's how colour works. Okay, so if you're dealing with yellow, it's obviously violet that's going to kill yellow. So by using a 916, that 6 will kill the yellow, and then you'll get a clean 1 result. Understand what I mean? So that's what ones are. Ones are a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of violet. That's what they are. It's not just one colour. It's not just one colour. So I don't know if does that people will blame the toners. If the lift isn't there, you've got to tone to the lift. Hi Maria, how are you? I believe Tony and Guy Dame Street are now a Wella salon, and that's obviously because you guys watch me every Sunday. Yay! And I will have to call over to see the new salon, and we'll have to do something there from there, and have to do it live, because they're very close to my heart. The Tony and Go, it's not Dame Street, but I don't know where they're, but they're now on Dawson Street, you know, and they're a lovely team, and I'll have to come all over when you're back open or in the new year, because we're going to have a mental December. Anyway, you're going to have clients going everywhere this December. If you can't fit them in, you can't fit them in, but if you fit them in and you don't do their hair well, you're going to lose them anyway, okay? You're going to lose them anyway. And Maria, if I can help in any way, you know, I'm just across the road, and I do a lot of colour. I do a lot of Joe's clients. Joe does a lot of my clients. Dublin's a small town. We all share each other's clients. Okay. Hiya, Stephen. How are you, sir? How's it going? I don't know, did you drop that picture yet, Stephen? Stephen did a beautiful model the other day. Please come to the Isle of Man. Well, I'm not allowed to fly right now. And actually, you have me here online every Sunday anyway, don't you? You know, Colour Motion Spray is terrific before toning, particularly before melting, because it evens out the pH balance all the way down the hair. So it means you can take your time and enjoy a melt. So yeah, surface post, blonde or sealing care, pH spray in areas that are very porous. Hiya Richard, how are you? All these things really, really, really help. Okay, so the next thing you were asking for was zigzag. You just wanted to see them. Great. We all like each other. Good job. We all like each other. Yeah, we do. We all. There's no need. The only person you're ever in competition with is yourself. You know, in life, the only person you're ever in competition with is yourself. Really, you know. There's no point in being in competition. Anything outside yourself, it's just foolish. Really, you know. You get to a certain age and you cop onto that. You know, and I think Joe and Maria and myself and we're well past all that. We've nothing but respect for. We've nothing but love for each other. We're all hairdressers doing the best we possibly can. So it was zigzag pins. You wanted to see one more time how I do a zigzag in the hair. Okay, so I've gone through all that from last week, but I'll do a quick one in the hair for those who were asking. So it's like shark's teeth. You take the top of it off. Yeah. I'll do this really quick. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You see the tops of them there? See the tops of them there? Yeah? And then you just take the top off them. Yeah? And you put them in the packet. See? Just take the tops off them until I put this back down. And you see how beautiful those shapes will be in your finger. You see how beautiful those shapes are. You can imagine how beautiful they sit in the hair. And then if somebody wants to texturize the hair, or if they want to reduce some weight out of the hair, you won't lose it. So if you have somebody like Maria there who's taken the weight out of the hair, afterwards, if that's a weave, then all the highlights disappear. But with this one, then you'll see, and then you can do them different shapes. And if you've noticed that this is the thickest one, this is the slightly finer one, and this is the finest one. So you can do different shaped ones within the size shape. So when they sit down with the hair, they blend really well. Does that explain what a zigzag parting is? You need to practice them. It's a bit like a golf swing. You've been practicing them, Tracy. Good girl. Good girl. You've been practicing them yourself. Good girl. That was the second one. And then there was people who were asking. They were asking about different types of sections. You know, so well, we have the different types of highlights. We have the weave. We have the baby weave. We have the C curved. We have the C curved slices. You were all asking about C curved slices, which again, I would feel, that were really championed during the 90s by the Tony and Guy artistic team in London, headed up by Nick Irwin at the time, who was an absolute genius, you know. And there was Bromlin, who works in New Zealand, and Catherine, and fantastic, amazing team. I was lucky enough that just before they started TG, I was lucky enough to have worked with quite a few of them. You love the technique, okay, it worked really well. So these C curvature slices, I'm going to take these at a 45-degree angle, so I'm going to go in quite extreme. AJ and Jason, all the colorists who worked for Tony and Guy, really proper platform. It's okay to do it a few times until you get it right, you know. There we go. So it took me a few goes to get that in. So there's the C shape, and then I will just take the top slice off of that, and then that will go in, and you put that in like that, and you get that curved shape. It's particularly nice. It's particularly nice on bobs. It's particularly nice on graduated bobs. You know, that type of shape, like the corner of a circle. Exactly. Well, you'll see it here. See the little shapes here, and these are the slices. But you can take a little bit of a fatter one. See, a little bit of a fatter shape, and then within that shape you could do that one red, and you could do that one copper. So you could do a copper red there, or you could do this one like a copper brunette, and you could do that one like a toffee, and then you have a toffee brunette and a broom brunette. You know, you have that sort of mixture. You know, you have that sort of mixture across it. Lucky Nicole to have the master. Nicole's only interested in hag. She's only got eyes for hag. And then the S hooks we'll probably do again because these are a little bit more difficult. You kind of have to master the zigzag tips first before you move into S hooks. And then, so the different types of sections that people were at, like a chocolate orange, exactly, Susie. Exactly, Susie. I'm not mad about chocolate orange. Now, I'll eat them. You know what I mean? I will eat a Terry's chocolate orange no matter what. I'll eat any chocolate. I mean, the Ned Kelly on me, it's obvious that I don't have any, you know, I'll eat any chocolate. Doesn't matter what it is. You know, how many has got stuck into the kids? How many has bought sweets for the kids last night and did up a little thing for them and then ate tons of them? Like, I ate tons of them last night. I bought a few packets of these twirl bits. You know what I mean? These, twirl, the chocolate twirl. I bought a few packets of those chocolate twirl bits, and I don't think the kids even got to taste them. You know what I mean? I hoofed them. Maybe that's why the migraine. You know what I mean? I hoofed them. Absolutely hoofed them. So different types of sections for different types of hair. I showed this one up there the other day. So you have horizontal, you have half moon, you've got C shape, you've got diamond, and there's one knot here which is called a teardrop. And teardrop is one I do all the time. Twirls are gorgeous. I love twirls. Teardrops are ones I do all the time. I'll see if I can find one written here. This is a teardrop. I'll tell you why I do a teardrop all the time. Minstrels, love minstrels. See, a teardrop is lovely. You know why I like a teardrop? I like to do a teardrop just and cut it into about here. I'll actually see if I can find one with a face frame written on it. Yeah, here we go. So you can do a face frame off the front of it, off a teardrop, and then you can leave the teardrop down, and then you could do like your C-shaped slices all through the sides. See, like that, and then on the top section here, you could do backcomb weaves. You know what I mean? So what you're kind of aiming to do there is that you're leaving this section here like a halo of it just dark. And then you're going to do all your highlights out here. And then all your C shapes will be all underneath there. And then the front of it here will be like a face frame there. So you can imagine how beautiful that looks. What a teardrop. So if you're not seeing a teardrop, will I do a quick teardrop for you? Teardrop's one I do all the time, Charlie. I think of that Massive Attack song, you know, Teardrops. What a song. Everyone thinks that the artist Banksy is one of the guys from Massive Attack in the band. Anybody heard that rumour that one of the guys in Massive Attack is actually the artist Banksy? Anybody heard that rumour? Pepsodile, you know. I loved them. So here, I'll put this on here. I'll put you. Teardrops, one of my. You know what it's nice for, Charlie. You know, the sections are great because it's just a way to plan what you're gonna do. You know, by you taking up a teardrop section and putting it up, you're sort of saying to yourself, right, that area is gonna be darker at the roots there, and then I'm gonna do the face frame off the sides here, and then I'm gonna do highlights all underneath, and I'm gonna do highlights just, around. So sections are really great. I love Banksy. Sections are really great. You know, for you, so you sort of say to yourself, right, I'm going to do a square. So I'm going to do a square section through the top, a square layer through the top, a square section, and then I'm going to do two pyramids on the side here where the face frames are, and then I'm going to do C-shaped curls all the way through there. So sections are really. I heard the rumor. Did you hear the rumor? Yeah, apparently so. The next day, I went to see Massive Attack. I went to see Massive Attack and the Chemical Brothers, that's all we'll talk about with that. I don't really remember much of it, you know, but they were, they're a band that's been with me forever. I love them. So let me just see if I can do a quick teardrop. Sorry, Nicole. Okay. This is a bit all over the place. So there's your teardrop. So you'll be saying to yourself, I'm going to do all backcomb weaves through the top there. I'm going to do backcomb weaves through there. There's my face frame here. You know, there's my face frame here. And then on the side here, I'm going to do C-shaped slices there. So you can do C-shaped slices there, C-shaped slices there, face frame, drop down your teardrop. Go with your curved section of your teardrop. So it's like a C. It's like a C section around the top. Take that up. Take your C section back home. back comb it, and do your weaves through the top like that, all the way through it. And then when you drop that down and she's getting blow dried, she's got a face frame, C curvature shapes, and she's got some back comb weaves coming through the top. You wouldn't even need to put that in the back of her hair. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't even need to put that in the back of her hair. How amazing would that look? Look, she's loving this. Look, she's loving it. She loves a bit of back comb, this one. Loves a bit of back combing. Who doesn't love a bit of back combing? Joe was on. Joe was on tonight. You'd love Joe to blow dry your hair, wouldn't you? Yes, she would. She'd love Joe Haynes to blow dry her hair. Yeah. Joe's on. Joe's on. Can you show us from the top of Nicole's head? Thanks, Charlie. Trust you. I'll take it down here. It's like Blue Peter, isn't it? Okay. I'll take it out here. You could tell I hadn't planned this, couldn't you? Okay. Nearly there. Nearly there. Like that, Charlie, see? Like that, both sides. Both sides, like that. I was worried about doing C-sections there. I've done a zigzag on the side. I was worried about doing C-sections on the side. Well, if you do a C-section on the side, do you remember the badges in Blue Peter? If you do a C-section on the sides, I can't remember his name. I always wanted a Blue Peter badge. Who else here wanted a Blue Peter badge? I never got one. Am I wearing a... I'm wearing a... Yeah, I'm wearing a blue suits me, doesn't it? Because I'm pink. You know what I mean? Because I'm pink. So that's a C curvature. So it's basically, yeah, basically that's a teardrop, Charlie. See it? Basically that's a teardrop. And Shep the dog. Yeah, I remember Blue Peter. Wasn't it a brilliant show? So they're the sections. They're the sections. And then I'm going to show you different sectioning patterns here, quickly, that you can mix up together. You know what I mean? There's different section patterns that you can mix together. So you could do a box section through the top here, and then you could pivot some diamonds off the side, and you could do some C curvature slices through here, through here. You could do a zigzag straight through the top there. Through here, you could do C curvature slices with a band, and then that could be a face frame through the front. You could do some circles through the top. You could do different colours of different colour caramels all the way through the top of it. Then you could pivot off here and you could do different, you could do these darker or richer or warmer. You could do a pyramid straight through the top, and then you could pivot off the sides and do circles. You know, navy is very regal. I like the sound of that. You know, so these are all different types of... these are to stimulate your mind, you know, to stimulate your mind of different things you could do to approach. You can do side sections, you can do pivots and do sides, you can do diamond sections, break them down, do one darker, one lighter, one richer, one warmer, one darker, one lighter, one richer, all the way through the head. You can do pie sections, you know, there's so much you can do. There's so much you can do that really... This is why you have to take your time. This is why you have to take your time and learn one thing at a time and really enjoy. Could you send them to me? Yes, these. Your mind doesn't need stimulating, Martin. Remember, you're going to live till you're 150, so you're in no rush. Okay, you've got loads of time to fulfill your goals. Jimmy Gills, loads of times to fulfill your goals, loads of times to do everything. Okay, I'm going to 147. Okay, 147. Okay, easy. But you know, if you tell yourself you have no time left, do you know what? You'll have no time left. Okay. Here's other types of sections I was looking for. You know, face frame, keeping this section dark, some C sections, a box section, pivot off the sides. All these are great on bobs. I really love working on angles. I love working on diagrams. So I love working highlights through the sides like that, and then highlights in a different direction. So you know, and then all the way through the sides. So when you break that down, you've got highlights that come out from different angles. You know, you can do a C slice, you can do a slice, you can do a zigzag, you can do a baby light, you can do a backhand weave. Once you have your sections, you got a 3-hour hospital appointment. Okay, I'm on early. I'm on live tomorrow morning. I'm on early at 10 o'clock. And Hairdresser's Journal, I'm going to put it up on the page now, so you'll be able to go and watch myself and Sarah Mason on it live like that, you know. Could you please put these on the page again? Of course I can, Martha. I will actually take a picture of all of them in the morning, and I will put them all on the page. I'll put them all on the page again. There's loads here actually, and I'm going to take a picture of all of them. But you can see how you can pivot and create different shapes and going through there. And the idea of sections is so that you don't get lost. You know, that you're able to find your way and negotiate your way through. And then within that section, you can do a full colour, you can do a highlight, you can do, you know, whatever you want. You know what I mean? You can make it as commercial as you want, or you can make it as avant-garde as you want. You can do a full big pyramid of red and go crazy. You can take a pyramid to the side. You can just do some nice baby lights through it, and it'll drop down in the dark beside it. So I hope that really helps, you know. You know, I hope that really helps. Any questions? Any questions at all? Sorry there, Nicole. Let's see, is there anything else here? Okay. You know, I think that's all the notes, and that's just the main thing to think about. Like, there's no point in avoiding how you feel over the next few days, or avoiding, you know, it will hit you. You will feel a little bit down, or you feel, can you please explain when you post the diagrams on the page? That's a good thing to do. That'll take me a while, Salis. Okay, so it's going to be difficult. Okay, I will. But you know what? There's more than one Sunday. There's more than one Sunday service in this, isn't there? You know, like, so. Salis, that's a brilliant question. Like, it's an absolutely brilliant question. I love when questions like that knock me, because they're just so good. And don't ever be afraid to ask a question. You know, particularly if it's, do you want another song? We will have another song. Absolutely. I'm trying to find a description here, because Salis is, as he is, has... Okay, so this is a great question, Salis, but I will try. So if I was taking this section, say she had a square layer through the top of her hair, yeah? She had a square layer, yeah? Okay? And then through the sides of her hair here, she had a forward grad, yeah? Okay, so she had a square layer and she had a forward grad. So by having a forward grad, so there's a square layer through the top, and then a forward grad at the sides, say 2 pyramids. Okay, so by me then doing a square layer, like a box section through the top, here, box section. Great question, Salis, I have to say, great question. Box section, and then a pyramid through the side, all the way up through there, and that down there. Those highlights will have a flow to them that will blend in with the haircut. Someone like Maria here will tell you how important it is that the highlight sits with the haircut, and that if you watch the direction that somebody cuts hair at, if they cut it up like that, well then maybe it's good to highlight it in that direction. Hiya, Caroline. And if they're taking it forward and doing a forward graduation, I'm just a colourist now, I don't cut hair, you know, but I'm thinking of someone like Maria Callan, who's one of the best hair cutters. Yeah, great question, Salis, love it. How important it is to follow those angles with your highlights, you know, because then it'll blend in, isn't that right? Like if you do a straight section up to the sides and it's forward grad, and she's pulled the hair like that and turned it to the side to create a forward grad, wouldn't it be better if you had a pyramid section in there and a square layer through there, and it would sit in with the haircut, you know? You know, doesn't that make sense? Yeah, doesn't that make sense? So it's really good to sort of look at the way people cut hair, and look at the way people, and to try and sort of emulate the sectioning patterns for haircuts. for colours. And I tell you what, the best haircutters, they watch sectioning patterns of colourists and they copy them. So when I worked together, when myself and Shay worked together behind the chair and I was doing circular shapes, he would start to work haircuts that way. And if he was doing like strong boxy shapes, and then I would start to colour boxier shapes that way. And you could spend like 6 years working on a box shape to get it right, and within that box you could do a zigzag, you could do a baby light, you could do a weave, you could do a C-section. So within the box section you can choose a different type of highlight to do with how far you want to push it or how gentle you want to keep it. So the sections aren't about being avant-garde, or they aren't about being mad or doing mad stuff. They're really about working the head shape and working the haircut, you know. So you know, if you know someone's going to do a square layer, then you can follow. You can just lift it up and do a square layer. If you know they're going to do a forward grad, but then you know you can pivot to the sides, over direct it back up to here, and it'll sit in with the square layer. So your sections will help you negotiate the haircut and create the right highlights for the haircut. And once you learn that, then within the sections you will find yourself doing things like balayage with it. You will find yourself doing a section at the side. Let's take that box one again. This is all down to Salas's great question. Great question, Salas. So there's that. So that's the box section through the top. And then we're over directing this through the sides, that you may say we're doing a zigzag in there. You may then take the next section down and you may say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to paint the ends of that section as well. And you'll paint the ends of that section and you've got a zigzag with a balayage. And you will find that your work will develop. You know what I mean? By having good sectioning patterns and understanding what they're there for, they stop you getting lost and they make you be able to focus on the direction that you need to take your highlights in, to follow the head shape and to follow the haircut. So sectioning patterns are essential if you want to be creative, because then you can box off a section and within that section you're sort of creating your own type of highlight, and then you can make it very bespoke and nobody can copy your work. So you don't have to worry about, like me on here, like I was showing people tips. Nobody can do colour like I can do colour. I can't do colour like Salas does colour. Nobody can blow dry hair like Joe does. Nobody can cut hair like Maria Callan does. Everybody is their own person, you know. So you're just, by sharing techniques and by sharing your ideas and by sharing this, you make people better, okay? And the most important thing in the Wella family, the most important thing is that I'm here to try and make you better, to make you feel good about yourself and to make you feel better. That's what the Wella family stands for. That's what we are. That's what we do. We pay it forward. We share. We get ideas. But never worry about, like, because by paying it forward you'll get new ideas, and by getting new ideas you'll do new looks. And just me now thinking about this, I've thought about something I want to try. You know what I mean? I've thought about something I want to try and I probably wouldn't have got that idea. I've got that idea. But the next 3 days, you keep it nice and simple. Do what you know. Do what you do really well. Do not take on any mental 7-hour jobs. Do not take any new clients who are looking to get in with you. You're more than welcome, Michelle. Do not do something that goes against the grain. Just take care of your regulars. Do them really well. Don't fit people in, because if you do, you'll end up with redos and they'll be looking to come in on the Wednesday. They're saying, oh, it's too dark, it's too light, it didn't take properly. You know, because they're tetchy as well. When one teaches, two learns. That's exactly it. I always think of it, you know what I think of it, Heather? I always think of it like a river. You know, that it's like a river that comes through me, and that when I share the water from the river, which has been passed on from colourists before me, you know, through me, that a little bit of that water stays behind for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I always think that it's like water flowing through me, but that a little bit of that water stays for me. Do you know what I mean? But if I wasn't passing the water through me, sure, I wouldn't be getting any of it. So I always think, you know, it's like a stream going through me, but a little bit stays for me. And I hope that the little bit stays for me is Grey Goose vodka. Do you know what I mean? It's Grey Goose vodka. You know? So that's what sections are for, okay? Sections are for, within that section, for you to be as creative as you possibly can be. Think of an artist who's working with a small canvas, and he works inside that canvas, and then he works on the next canvas, and then he works on the next canvas. So you can work on a pyramid, you can work on a square, you can work on a circle, you can work on a pyramid, you can work on a rectangle. Brilliant. Even I'm enjoying this class. This is pretty amazing for me. Even I'm enjoying it today. So you think of all the different shapes you can work on. You can work on a square, you can work on a pyramid, you can work on a cycle, you can work on a diamond. Diamonds are my favourites. You can work on S shapes, you can work on half moons, you can work on horizontals. So suddenly you see that a D shape doesn't have to be the whole bit, but you can do the whole bit if you want. You know, you can go mad. But it can be just that sort of little curve, and you can do some nice highlights through it, and then that bit will sit over it, and you'll have that little bit of dark over it. And remember, it's the dimension that makes it. It's the dimension. It's always the dark against the curve. You'll always see brilliant balayagers talking about the highs and the lows, about the peaks and the valleys. It's the same with technique and hair colour. You take a curve, well then the top of the curve is darker. It's always about the peaks and it's always about the valleys. You know, years ago when we didn't know what we were doing, we were just putting loads of highlights in. Can you show a half moon? Okay, I'll show you. Is it a half moon? It's not what it says a gal moon, but I think you mean a half moon. Or do you want me a half moon? Okay. Half moon. Okay. I like a half moon actually. And then you go in down here. So it's like 5 slices together, Marta, and then you will just, within that half moon, you'll slice, say, a copper, you'll slice, say, a toffee, and you slice, say, a chestnut, and you slice then a red. And then when you drop it down, you have a chestnut, copper, red. It's a beautiful way of, it's a beautiful shape, and it works really well in, and again, curved haircuts that have that turn and that side to them. You know, they are and a lot of people do D shapes in the side, or you can just do a big shape like that, and then you can diagonal highlights in between the side of it, or you can do them horizontal. You know, again, I'll put them all up on the page. Jesus, we're on. Yeah, we're on ages. You just want the song, see us out, do you? Just want the song. Didn't you to see us out? A lot stayed on tonight. I hope did this help? I think it's been pretty good. Did this help tonight, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Is there any other questions? Did that blow your head, Marta? Just again, take your time. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. Let me see what we have here. ADR. If you listen closely there, you would have got my password, you know? I hate that when you don't put the password in right. Send me your home address, Andrew, and I'll send you a new drink. I don't trust you, Salas, for your, what sort of drink is it? Is it like what's it called, Severa or something, the one you were telling me about? What's it called? It was fab good. Okay, great. Glad to help. Okay. I'm going to play what I love, okay? Let's see if this is here. Okay, have a lovely week. We'll be all on the page. Enjoy. There's light bulbs going off left, right and centre. Fantastic. It's been excellent as always. Always learning. Fantastic. Great tonight. I would upload new transformations. Yeah, tag me on anything you do. When you do something that uses a section or a pattern, tag me, tag the page. It makes people feel good. It makes them learn it. Not Severa. What is it? It's something mad. I'd be blind after probably everything. My head is buzzing. You know. So let me think now, see what we have here. Oh, God. I'd like something dancey, but I don't think it's the night for it, is it really? You know, it just feels like it's more mad. It's more anthem-y, isn't it? It's more anthem-y kind of stuff. when you put up a GIF like that, they stop the video. You know what I mean? They stop the video. So they're so funny, Facebook. I hope you had a lovely evening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Take it easy. Have a great week. And I will see you all on the other side. Don't work too hard and enjoy yourselves. Okay, take it easy. Bye.